He's always been in my life. I love listening to him talk about the past, growing up in Section 14, his mom, days of fast-pitch softball, and his time in the Navy. When I wanted to get away from home, I'd go visit him, and I always knew he'd be there with open arms. Knowing that he's always guided me in the right way, and he always knew that I was his only, well, I was his only young grandson that he could help guide, was the best gift I could have received growing up. He was always a healthy guy. Then the day came that my mom told me he had been having many strokes repeatedly, extreme memory loss, and his health declining slowly, week after week. My heart fell out of my chest to hear that the man who has been in your life, year after year, taking care of you as a baby, could die at any moment or not remember who I was. It made me melt like a snowman in the middle of summer. I didn't completely understand the transition his brain was taking. I don't think anyone ever does. It is a difficult thing to comprehend, to witness, to even accept. This man Oscar, who I'm lucky to call Grandpa, has been the one male figure that has stayed in my life when the others didn't. I could always look forward to visiting him, playing cat, talking about football, and his time in the Navy. He took care of me like I was his own. Well, I was his grandson. When I was finally old enough to understand what was happening, it was a heavy realization for me. My grandpa has dementia. He physically looks normal, and if you only spend a few minutes with him, you'd never know. The progression has occurred over a couple of years, but recently his memory has taken a sharp turn for the worse. Dementia is not often talked about. It sometimes includes embarrassing or even aggressive behavior. It is a person stuck in a body with a mind they have no recollection or control over. It is, in my opinion, the worst thing to cope with because some days he doesn't know who people are or that he's in the house he's lived in for 35 years. Appreciate the moments you share with your loved one because even the dementia moments are precious. Whenever I go over to his house, I let him rely on me because I always relied on him. I help my grandma with his lunch, medication, blood pressure checks, glucose checks, and everything he needs. My motivation? Give him something he knows, is familiar with, and loves. That is me, his grandson.